Man, here it is. I've been wanting to ride it. A 2024 Z900. It's got the Brembo brakes. It's got the Olin suspension. Stay with me. You don't want to miss this. The first thing you'll notice is this beautiful TFT screen. We're going to go through it, and I'm going to give you some facts and specs. This is Kawasaki's bad boy. As far as 900cc, we'll go over the horsepower. Man, huge thank you to Plano Kawasaki that always oh man, there's my car that lets us do these videos. Huge thank you to them. You can give AJ or Mike Cannon or Larry. Larry and AJ, I believe, are the owners, but man, they've been super gracious to me this year. All their information is in the description of my video, and we've got about probably 50 this year that we've rode. They may let us ride the ZH2 that they've got for sale, but it may be sold, so that may be next week's video. And I've got a second X4 360 here to try and catch some more footage, so if you get a minute, leave me a comment and tell me what you think about the footage there. But the first thing I can tell you is, man, it's almost straight up, maybe 1 or 2 degrees forward. These brakes, it has Brembo monoblock brakes, and I'll show you more about it when we do our stop and walk around. You've got your selector button there. Man, this thing redlines at 10.5. The horsepower and torque numbers are real respectable. It actually makes more horsepower than a MT-09. Man, I can't get out here. Here we go. Everything on this is just so well balanced. I mean, it does not have a quick shifter, but you could add that for probably $350. But man, this thing makes 125 horsepower. Let's give it a little goose here. Oh yeah, you can hear this thing just sucking that air. But the only thing that's really comparable to this is the MT-09. Like I say, it's got 100. This bike has 125 horsepower. I believe the MT-09. Holy mackerel. Man, this thing will go. This is an inline 4, where the MT-09 is a 3-cylinder, and Yamaha claims that it's a 270-degree crank, but it's not. There is a video on the second gear channel that shows the breakdown. This is about a 450-pound bike. Leave a comment what you're riding or what you want to see out of the Kawasaki, Suzuki, Aprilia lineup, and I'll definitely, if I don't already have it in my playlist, I'll definitely ride it for you. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna take off and show you what this thing's got. This thing will boot scoot, man. Oh yeah, front wheels wanting to come off the ground right there. I've got it in sport mode. It actually has 3 modes: a sport, a street, and a rain. And I'll show you more about that up here in the parking lot. But man, this is such a fun bike. It shows the range on there is 77 miles. I reset this before I left the dealership. You can use your buttons down here: average speed, total time, battery voltage. Man, it is just so well balanced. This is a 4-cylinder. I believe it's 940 cc's. Oh yeah, there you go. I mean, it's a wheelie monster. It is. This bike is so much fun, and I hope that the audio is capturing that air going in, because it is really something. But hope you can hear that. We're not going to run this thing to a 12,000 RPM or nothing. It's still brand new. It's got probably 2 miles on it now. But we'll go up here and make one more loop. It does have Brembo monoblock front calipers on it, which is top tier superbike level brakes, and I'll show you what's extra good about those. That brake feel is so predictable. I mean, so predictable. Right off the showroom floor, this thing has got great brakes. We'll go up here and make one more loop. Man, this is a fun bike. Super nimble. It's got a 180 70 rear, 180 55 17 rear tire, and a 120 55 17 in the front. But just look at this bike, man. I mean, look at that front wheel. It's just dancing. We're not even giving it half throttle, but man, this thing is super nimble. It does have an Öhlins rear shock on it, which is totally awesome, and the preload on it is set off to the side. It's real handy, so I'll show you that. Holy mackerel, man, this thing wants to go. I mean, I could drag, I feel like, I can't, but I feel like I could drag a knee. But let's go over here. I'll jump off of it and walk you around it. Man, those brakes are so good. Those Brembo brakes are so awesome. Oh yeah, this is a wheelie machine right here. The only thing you could buy that would probably outdo this is like a BMW S1000R, and those bikes are about $16,000-17,000. There is a $750 incentive to buy this bike right now through Kawasaki. But I'm going to walk you around this bike. Man, look at it. Look at that green trellis frame. And I'll show you the stats on it, what Kawasaki claims. You should be seeing that in the video. But this Öhlins rear shock is beautiful. You can adjust it right here. Hopefully I'm getting that in there. I don't have a remote to view from. But you've got your preload here, and it shows soft and hard, which you can adjust that. These are the Brembo monoblock calipers that I was telling you about, and it does have steel braided lines, 320 millimeter. You can see the Brembo logo. 320 millimeter front rotors, 2 of them, 2 calipers, top tier superbike level stuff. And then your back is a Nissan, and this caliper is 240 millimeter, which is a little bit bigger than everything else. This bike does have ABS, and it's got all LED except for your blinkers, which you can see that rear brake light. We'll go up front, turn this on high beam. But one thing you'll notice about this bike, if you're really looking, are the side, I call them side whiskers or sideburns that make it totally cool. That is on high beam. Look at that bike. I mean, that green is beautiful. It's got the gold forks. All this stuff is adjustable right here. Your tension, everything. Your front levers are totally adjustable. You can adjust them back or forward just by twisting the knob. There is a $750 incentive to buy these right now, so it's an excellent buy. You've got your oil window right there, which you would stand the bike straight up. But man, look at this bike. Look at that beautiful black paint. Look at that gorgeous green frame. This is a bad mamma jamma right here. It's got your green stripes on your rims, and I'm looking at these wheels, and boy, they're powder coated, and they've got a gloss finish, so they'd be real easy to clean at the car wash. It's got your Road Sport T2 Dunlop Sport Max on it. These are real sticky tires. They are a directional tire. But everything's adjustable on this. The front suspension, the back, you can spin that there. That knob, I hope you can see that. But there's your Olin shock. This is top tier stuff. And like I say, this is a much better value MT killer, I think. But of course, I know I'm going to take it on the chin from all the Yamaha noobs, and not Yamaha noobs, I shouldn't have said noobs, but all the Yamaha guys. But it's got raised Kawasaki on the gas tank here. But look at this bike. This is unflashed. You could probably flash this bike at More Mafia and probably get another 15, 18 horsepower out of it, which would put it in the 140 to 145 horsepower. But man, look at this. This bike, 2024 Z900 SE ABS, $11,399. Take $750 off that. They've got two of them. It's got your flash to pass right here. Let me turn that high beam off. You can see your flash to pass. I'm going to run through the gauge a little bit. Go to your bottom button, press and hold down. It'll go to your 3 different modes. Rain, hold it up, it'll go to road, it'll go to sport. It is a 10,500 RPM. There's your range. These are your buttons down here. Odometer's got 4 miles. Trip A's got 4 miles. But here's your average speed, which I can't believe that, because we were total time 14 minutes. Battery 12.7 volts, and this will give you your running mile per gallon. But man, look at this bike. It's beautiful, super comfortable. It comes also, which you don't see a whole lot anymore, with a helmet lock that's keyed. It's got your passenger pegs here. But man, look at this. That's a pretty bike right there. $11,399 with a $750 off rebate from Kawasaki right now. Give Plano Kawasaki Suzuki Aprilia a call, 972-422-4111. Talk to any of the salespeople. If you don't get the answer you like, give Mike Cannon a shout, or AJ, and they'll get you fixed up. They want to do anything they can to get you on a bike. But man, thank y'all for riding with me. Hopefully we get to ride that ZH2 next week. But man, thank y'all. Make sure if you got something from this video, you like it, smash that subscribe button. And man, thank y'all so much. We'll see you on the next one.